I love you.
I know.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Welcome everybody to
I Love You.
I Know. This is the signature podcast from the Prolonged Engagement. You can go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show, or you can go to theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to the YouTube channel as well as links to all of the podcasting services that we put this show on.
Yeah.
So you can listen to it. You can listen to it on
Everywhere.
on a podcast service on your phone, or you can watch the video. And if you watch the video, you can like
Excuse me.
and you can subscribe and you can
Share
comment
it with your
and you
friends.
can share it with your friends. It's so great. The beauties of the internet.
Yep.
The absolute beauties of the internet. See, I got a new air horn.
Yeah, it's finally right. I'm not going like, ah!
See, that's the way it should be. All right?
I'm
All
not
right.
angry pressing.
Yeah. No, I just put it on GarageBand.
Yeah.
It's the other. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
All right. So, today's episode, we're going to be talking election shit
Yeah.
because tomorrow is the day that we either kill the United States or
Vote in our first woman president.
vote in our first woman president. And I seriously hope that it is the latter.
I really do.
So,
Can
yeah.
we get some happy news first before we get into the serious shit?
yeah, let's do it. All right. So, let's see.
Oh.
We're going to go with yours first.
Yeah.
So, man dresses up like cat's favorite toy.
And it doesn't go well. It is adorable.
So,
We all seen the video with...
Hanging out in Shark Pet? Who's that? Is that Shark? Is that Shark? Go closer.
it seems...
Is that
Watch
Shark?
this.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
And it just runs away. See, because cats don't care.
No, the poor
Sorry,
cat
babe,
is
I
so
thought
scared.
You'd like it.
I thought he'd like it too.
That just... I don't see a cat reacting the way that the dog would have reacted.
Did we show the dog video?
No. I don't know where the dog video is. though.
Okay, look that one up.
Let's see,
Because the reason I found that was because the internet was blowing up with this video of a dog's favorite toy that comes to life. And it was so cute. And then I found the cat's reaction. And to me, it was perfect. Because again, it showed the difference between the dog and a cat. The little doggy gets so happy while the cat freaks the fuck out and runs away.
Mm-hmm. The dog is like, it looks up and sees the big Gumby, and he's like, I don't know what to do
He
with
goes,
this.
"What?"
And then all of a sudden, he
What?
jumps up on him.
Yay! And it's just pure joy.
See, but that's dogs.
Yes.
That's what dogs do. Dogs are happy all the time, and cats just want you to leave them alone.
And feed them.
And every once in a while, they want you to pet them, but only pet them 3 times, because a fourth will
ruin everything
will
you've
ruin
just
everything. Yeah, it's I will scratch the shit out of you at a 4th one.
Yes.
That's cats.
But isn't it cute? The doggy's adorable, and the cat's perfect. The cat's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the cat's like, I'm done with this, and leaves the room.
Like, the cat looks generally terrorized. Like, honestly terrorized.
This other one,
So,
I don't think I'm gonna show it at all.
why?
It's like really, really graphic.
Oh, it's graphic?
Really graphic.
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to kick you.
So
She stepped under my foot.
the National Geographic Channel ended up
Yeah.
putting out this video
Yeah.
of this penguin. Now,
Mhm.
the internet has since, like
What? Come here.
of course, the internet has made memes out of it, you know.
Of course.
But the actual video is really, really graphic, and I don't exactly want to show it because when I was watching it, I was like, oh, like I did not like actually watching it.
Yeah.
So it's a penguin colony, and so it shows a bunch of penguins just walking around and whatnot, and there's two penguins that are a mate couple, and so the quote unquote husband comes back to the nest, and there's another penguin in the nest with his lady.
What?
And the penguin gets fucking pissed. And so
Does the penguin go on a genocidal homicide?
yes, he does. And he starts like pounding the shit out of this other penguin. Like he calls him out and he's like, "Hey! Hey!" And then so the other penguin comes out and he's like, "What, fool? I'll bust your ass."
Oh my god.
I mean, so they start this shit, and then so they start going at it where they start beating each other with their wings. And most birds have hollow bones in their wings,
And penguins.
but penguins don't fly, so they have full-on bones. So they're like beating them like baseball bats.
Oh yeah.
And they're beating each other senseless. And so you can actually see like they start to bleed and things like that. And then
no.
so they get to this point where they stop fighting and they make this weird like mating call, like "Arr, arr." And so the female comes out because now it's time for the female to choose who won the fight, and she chooses the other one.
Oh no.
This is like, what a hoe. And
What is with you? Penguins are supposed to mate for life.
I don't know what that's about. She's a freaking hoe.
Penguins are supposed to be monogamous, and they mate for life.
I know, but she chose the other one.
Oh my god, what type of penguins are they? That might tell you more, because not all penguin species are.
I'll just show you what the thumbnail looks like. Like that's what the penguin looks like at the end of this thing. It's bad.
Well, they're king penguins too. They're either king or emperor.
No, they're not emperor. They're too small.
They're king then.
So the so they
I don't do well with that type shit.
I know. So the wife penguin goes in with the homewrecker, is what they call it in the video, the homewrecker.
Yeah.
And goes like into a burrow, and then so the husband's like, "I ain't putting up with this shit," so goes back in and starts pecking the other one's ass. And then so he comes out, and then they start like pecking each other's eyes out. It's really, really bad. And the bitch still chooses the other penguin. So the what?
I don't do well with this.
I know, it was an awful. That's why I didn't want to show it. So, but the funny thing is that like Twitter took to it.
Yeah.
And because this video is on Nat Geo's fucking Twitter feed. And so people were like putting up like there's a picture of a guy. Let me show you like where is it? Why isn't this loading right?
Like does someone like
One said he stayed and fought for love. He fought and fought with all his heart, like Romeo would fight for Juliet, but she still chose another man. Let's see. Here's a good one.
that is shitty.
This is a good one. So it's like that. This is hey man, I heard you I heard about you and Sharon. Want to talk about it? Penguin. No, I don't want to fucking talk about it, Jeff. So it was shit like that.
Oh my god.
I mean, now granted, the penguins didn't die or anything, so they'll be fine. But they were pretty beaten
It's
up.
still really sad because that's really like something rare.
Yeah, and I've never seen anything quite like that before, and I thought that was, good God, poor thing.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Like, that was one of the things I really liked about penguins, that they were monogamous. I guess we don't know as much about them as we thought.
Well, Maybe she's just a hoe.
Yeah.
She could be like that penguin in Farce of the Penguins.
Oh my god.
Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Where the penguin comes up and
The
he's just
worst movie ever
So
that you
good.
made me watch.
so good.
No, it's
I
not.
never saw March of the Penguins, but Farce of the Penguins was good. It's a penguin and he's like looking for a mate, but he can't find one, and he's got like this massive boner,
Yeah.
and he doesn't know what to do with himself. So he accidentally falls on on like the main girl penguin.
Yeah.
And he starts humping her, and he's like, "Oh my god, I can't stop." And then, and then so when she has the egg, like the husband is like, "What do you mean he fucked you?" and everything, and then she's like, "He didn't put it in the right hole." It was so good. I'd like to see that again. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think it would hold up.
No.
Kind of like Napoleon Dynamite.
What?
It's only good for its one-liners. All right, guys. This is a couple hours after we ended up finishing the entire episode right after the cut that you saw, but Sarah and I were
In a really bad place.
we were not happy with what came of what came of it. So
I even said I felt like this episode was really, really dark.
and we stopped and we ate some dinner and we decided to watch the Saturday Night Live from Saturday. And
normally we don't watch it.
we watched the debate ones.
We watch the debate ones, but we only watch that section. We don't even watch the whole show.
So they had another Clinton Trump thing for the cold start, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
And it was special, I think.
Yeah.
To say the least. And I really think that we need to focus on the feeling that they were trying to that they were trying to get at, and
At the end of the clip, and
so I'm gonna show you that clip right now.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, NBC Universal decided to block the video because it featured SNL stuff. Probably should have saw that one coming, but it didn't. So anyway, I'm linking it right here, so you can go watch it, and then you can come back and watch the rest of our stuff, or not. Please do. We love you. Sarah and I, we've already voted, and of course we voted for Hillary Clinton because that's who we believe will be the best way to get what we think where we think this country should go. As in, I voted for Hillary in the primary as well because I believed in the fact that, she had the experience. Whether or not you say it's good experience is besides the point.
and
That's what I believed. That's what you believed, which is why we voted for her.
I didn't want to vote for her in the primaries. And I told you that afterwards. I was like, I didn't feel right doing it. I wanted to vote for Bernie Sanders.
The only reason I didn't vote for Bernie Sanders is because he didn't have foreign policy experience.
He doesn't have foreign policy, which is why I ended up voting for Hillary in the primaries. And I even, my friends who know me and know me through Facebook know that I don't take politics very seriously. I like to make jokes. I've said multiple times that I'm voting for Cthulhu or Cthulhu or however the fuck you say it. But the clip that Saturday Night Live did, the clip we just showed, that's where we need to be going. We don't need to be divided. We don't need to be fighting.
Mm-hmm. Because, we can say, we can sit there and say that, we believe that Donald Trump is dangerous.
Yeah.
To what this country stands for, and the progress that has been made for minorities, for the LGBT community, for women, and a Donald Trump presidency has, multiple times said that he would take away those rights and that, that he would want to overturn, marriage equality.
Yeah.
He'd want to overturn Roe v. Wade. He constantly talks about how, black communities they're living in hell, and
but
they have no jobs and they can't, and they.
But again, you're focusing on the negative, which is what we said for the second time around we didn't want to talk about. We didn't want to focus on that. What we wanted to focus on was the positive.
In the end,
we're still one country.
And we all want all the people that are watching this to vote with
your conscience.
With your conscience.
We want you to vote with your conscience and with your gut feeling and your morals.
If you.
And I'm sorry I'm crying.
If you want to build a wall, if that's what you feel strongly about, then you should absolutely vote for Donald Trump. Because I believe that, he'll build a wall.
Yeah.
If you believe that college tuition should be free for anyone making less than $125,000 a year, you should vote for Hillary Clinton. Because that bill is already in the Senate right now. Bernie Sanders has already written that bill.
But I will say to the 23, 24 that are watching, or however many that end up watching, just remember, at the end of the day, we are still one country.
And we will
indivisible.
We will be one country before the 8th, and we will be, one country on the 9th.
Yeah.
And nothing is going to stop that.
And that's what we need to remember.
Because
not that we're Democrat, not that we're Republican, but we are one country. From Alaska to Florida, from Hawaii to Maine. We are one country.
I love you.
I love you. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to say, I know. That's the whole point about the show.
Sorry. I didn't think I was going to get this worked up.
And, I was worried in 2012, and I was worried in 2008, and I'm worried in 2016. And, I'm not happy that that Hillary Clinton is not trouncing Donald Trump, but I understand why she's not doing it.
Yeah.
She's not Barack Obama. If Barack Obama was running against Donald Trump, I don't think that there would be a contest.
Be a question.
There wouldn't be a question.
And
she's not that fire candidate. She's not that on fire candidate. And Republicans aren't happy about Donald Trump either.
no.
For the first time in a long time, I think that, we're in a spot that
No one really wants
no
to
one
be
really wanted to be in. And what we need to understand as Americans is that this is how our political structure works. And it might be unfortunate.
And it's not perfect.
And it ain't perfect in the least bit. But this is what we have been dealt as Americans.
It's what we were it's what our founding fathers created.
And
all those years ago, when they were running from a country, when they said we're not serving under a tyrant.
Yeah.
They wanted a country for the people, by the people.
And they created a new system of government.
Something completely new.
Something completely
they never, that the world never seen.
And
we're
I'm sorry that it's come down to Trump and Clinton.
Yeah.
But that's where we are. And in order to move forward, we're going to have to pick the one that's going to move us forward.
Yeah.
Whoever you believe that to be.
Whoever that is in your heart that you believe.
It's crazy. This election has been nothing but, it has literally come out of a Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
I mean, the craziness that has gone on.
It's terrifying.
And I mean,
because to a kid who grew up in the 9/11 era, who saw a country come together not once, not twice, more times than I can count in my lifetime. Tragedy after tragedy, come back. This is the first time in my life that I could say that I am terrified that my country will be torn apart. And that's why I'm actually crying, guys. Because this is my country. This is my home. And I never thought I'd see the day when this country could be torn apart.
And we are, you and I are in that spot that sits there and if Donald Trump were to win, you and I would not be affected by damn near anything.
Not really.
Other than overturning Roe v. Wade. Yeah. We would not be affected by anything because we're in a heterosexual relationship.
Yep.
We're white.
Yeah.
But I don't vote.
We might be affected because we're middle class.
I don't vote for me.
No. And I don't either.
I vote for, everybody that normally doesn't have a voice. For children and for women and for minorities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I give half a shit.
Yeah.
And, I want there to be an insane amount of equality.
Yeah.
An insane amount of opportunity.
Yeah.
And I believe that the two best people
right now
to make that happen are Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And what those two do in the Senate is going to really push us forward.
Yes.
And without a Democrat in the White House,
nothing.
I don't see them making the progress that pretty much the whole country wants.
Yeah.
Especially, I'd say probably 80% of millennials want exactly what Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders are fighting for.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Those two told you.
Vote for Hillary if you
want us to push the country forward, then you have to vote for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. 'Cause that's how I believe.
Yeah.
And if you want to look at these social issues that come up all the time, and people talk about abortion and gay marriage and things that don't even affect most of the people that are against them. Most of the people against them are just like, it's against the Bible. It's like, yeah, but we're not built on the Bible. We were the First Amendment says freedom of religion.
Yeah.
That we are not a Christian nation.
No.
No.
And
our laws should not be built off of the Bible.
Yeah.
Because
if that happens, then we should have rules.
that would be called a theocracy.
But then we should have rules from all religions.
Mm-hmm. If we're going to have
The fuck was that?
your dog,
What the hell?
if you're going to have it to where, I say if you're going to have it to where you say that you can't have abortion because it's against the Bible,
Yeah.
then we need to say that all sexual people who commit sexual assault should die,
Face death.
because that's what the satanic scriptures say.
Yep.
Well,
if that's true, then we should also look at in the Muslim book,
mm-hmm.
because that says a woman must marry her rapist.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it does. I've looked that one up. But the Bible says it too.
Yeah, the Quran also says that a man should be able to marry more than one woman.
Yep.
But do you want to know why that was?
It was for a reason in
It
the
was
time
for
period.
a reason in the time period.
All the men were gone and
the
dead.
men were dying, and so there weren't enough men to actually take care of all the women, and it was the man's job to take care of those women, and so he married multiple of them.
Yep. Yep.
Just like was it Carl Black said when they said that marriage is between a man and a woman. He said there was a reason for that. He said the Jews came into the desert. They looked at a camel and said, "I'm in love." So they needed to be told that marriage is between a man and a woman.
Yeah, they needed to be
Because
told.
otherwise, they couldn't reproduce with a camel.
Or a donkey. They were donkeys back then too.
The Constitution.
Or Arabian horses.
The First Amendment says freedom of speech, yet we can't yell fire in a crowded room.
Yep. I think someone broke that one. Broke that law. At the Trump rally. He was in the front row and yelled gun.
Yeah. Well, that ended up being nothing.
I know it ended
He
up being
just had a
nothing, but
sign.
still.
And speaking of guns, we have a Second Amendment.
Yep.
And it's not under fire. It can't be under fire because
Americans
it's a
aren't gonna get
freaking
rid of it.
amendment. Americans aren't going to get rid of the Second Amendment, and it would be up to Americans to do that. The Senate and the House has to vote to get rid of it, and 2/3 of the country has to vote to get rid of it. And guess what? 2/3 of the country are not going to get rid of that amendment. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
LP's making me feel better.
It's imperative to
Who we are.
learn exactly how your government works and what it means to have an amendment under fire,
Yeah.
or what it means when you sit there and go, a veto has been overturned, or what it even means to veto.
Yeah.
Why go back to your government 101 class. Learn what it takes to get a bill through. Learn that tax code can only be written by a congressman.
read or watch.
It has to go through the House of. Has to go through the House before the Senate. It has to originate in the House. Tax code does.
You should watch Schoolhouse Rocks. They explain how a bill works.
Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock explains how a bill works.
I'm just a bill, just a regular bill, and I'm sitting on.
If you are
Capitol.
upset about the way that the country is working, about the way that democracy is working, the way our political structure in America is working, if you're upset, then do something about it. Don't sit there and bitch on Facebook. Don't sit there and bitch on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Can you hear me at all?
Nope.
She's blocking my mic.
Well,
now.
move her.
She's trying to make me feel better.
Oh, move her.
So you can't hear me at all.
No.
Okay, she's trying to make me feel better.
Talk to your congressman.
Email them.
Talk
Call them.
to your senators. Call them. That's what they're there for. They work for you.
Yep. And they don't know what you want. They're not mind readers.
And guess what?
Most of them are men.
If you
they
are
can't read their wives' mind.
if you're a Democrat and you have a Republican congressman, call that Republican congressman,
And still talk to him.
because guess what? If he doesn't listen to you, then you can go to the other Democrats in your district and you can tell them, he did not listen to me. I have, a real life issue that most of us in this community wanted fixed, and he
he did
wouldn't
not do
listen
it.
to me. And that goes for Republicans as well. If a
Yeah.
Democrat won't listen to you, their job should be on the line as well.
Yep.
It's not about the presidency. The president
Is a
cannot do
figurehead.
shit when it comes to domestic policy and what happens in your backyard.
Yep.
What's most important is vote on your amendments for your state constitutions. Vote for your mayors, your city water council people, your sheriff. If you are upset with the way that law enforcement is working in your community, vote for a sheriff that has said that he's going to fight for change.
Yep.
If you are upset with with your utility bill
Yep.
in your area, you fight for somebody who has put that as part of their running statement,
Yeah.
saying that he's going to fix the utilities in the area, fix the infrastructure in the area. If you have a road going out to your house that is all mucked up, you call your city councilman, you say, "Look, this road needs to be fixed."
Mm-hmm.
Their job is to listen to you.
Yep.
Their job, you are paying them with your taxes. If you are a taxpayer,
Yeah.
they work for you.
Yep.
And if you want something changed, you have to have the balls to do
change
it. And that starts with voting.
Yes.
If you're upset with the way that your congressman has worked for you, vote him out. Get somebody different.
Yep.
If you're upset with the way that your state senator has the senator for your state has done, if Marco Rubio doesn't show up for work,
Vote him out.
vote him out. Put in Patrick Murphy. You know?
Yep.
If you're upset that John Micah is a piece of crap,
Vote him out. As our current president has said, don't boo, vote.
Vote with your conscience. Vote with what you want to get done. That's what you do. Where you want the country to go, that is what you vote for. You don't vote whether or not Donald Trump has said, grab him by the pussy.
No.
You don't vote whether
Although
or
that's
not...
disgusting.
It is disgusting, but I'm telling you
I
that's
know, I
besides the
know.
point. You don't vote because Hillary Clinton
Deleted 33,000
deleted
emails.
33,000 emails from J. Crew. You know?
Yeah.
Don't...
You vote for what you want.
Look at her voting record.
Look at her voting record.
I know
Well,
you
you
can't
can't
vote.
see
You can't
his.
see. You can't see.
I was
Trump's
gonna say
'cause,
look at Trump's, and I was gonna be like,
you know,
wait.
but you can look at at what he has said
In
the
the
past,
past.
what he has stood for in the past, and you can see how he's going to affect policy
Yep.
in the United States and
Yep.
abroad.
Yep.
You know how he's going to be.
Yeah.
You can read his tweets.
Yep.
You can listen to his Howard Stern conversations.
Yep.
You know. And don't be that person that only votes during a presidential election.
Vote every election.
Vote in every election, whether or not it's a primary. The only way that you're going to get anything done is if you vote,
Yep.
because that is your number one way of it heard. And if they are not listening to you, then you make them listen to you.
Yep.
That's their fucking job.
Yep.
So I want you guys to get out there and you vote on Tuesday. And I don't care who you vote for. I mean, I do. Let me not. I do. But
You do, but at the same time,
But at the
you
same
don't.
time, I don't want you to sit there and go, Kyle said to vote for Hillary Clinton, so I'm going to go do it.
No.
I want you to fucking vote who you want to vote for.
Yes. Vote your conscience. Vote your belief.
And look into stuff.
Yeah.
Figure out that Amendment 1 in Florida is
something bad.
is really bad, even though it sounds real good.
Oh yeah.
Because all the Florida power companies have put millions of dollars into it. And why would they want that if it was, to help solar energy for the common man? Because it's not.
Nope.
If you want medical marijuana, vote for 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Seriously, get out there and go do something about it. Don't sit there and whine.
Yeah.
If you don't vote,
If you don't
then
vote,
you don't
you
have a
can't
say.
say anything.
You can't say anything. So go out there and do it. Do
Go
it
out.
today.
Vote.
Change the country for the way that.
You want to see it changed.
Tell the people who work for you to work for you.
Yep.
Don't let it go by. Hold Hillary Clinton accountable. Hold Patrick Murphy accountable. Hold Barack Obama accountable.
Yeah.
Hold Paul Ryan accountable.
Yeah.
Hold Joe Biden accountable.
Hold every single one of your senators and your congressmen accountable. Because they are the ones who are going to put into law what you need and what you want.
Exactly.
Barack can only do so much. President Obama can only do so much. Your congressmen and your senators are the ones who are going to do something.
Because they are the ones that build that domestic policy. They're the ones that can change things in the United States. They can change the federal law. They're the ones that can change federal minimum wage. They're the ones that can change Obamacare.
Yeah.
They're the ones that can change that can reevaluate student loan debt. They're the ones that can change all this. They're the ones that have the power to do so. And you need to get out there.
And
you need to vote for the people who are going to get you what you need in this country. All right. I'm getting off my soapbox for the night. And then tomorrow I'll get right back on it. All right, guys. Well, this was...
I'm going to need to go do something happy because I'm in tears.
We'll watch more Saturday Night Live.
Oh, God. No, I don't think I can. Benedict Cumberbatch is on there and I'm having all kind of problems.
I know. He is dreamy.
He is human perfection. Can we vote him for president?
No, he has no... he's never held public office, so I'm sorry.
But he's so perfect.
I understand.
He's smart. And he's gorgeous. And he's nice.
I understand, but...
And he doesn't even like that the fans call themselves Cumberbitches.
I know. But like I said, never held a public office before. Doesn't...
Damn it.
Not entirely sure that he knows what's going on, so...
And plus he's not American.
I can't feel... Oh, yeah, that's right. He's not American.
I remembered it the second I
Totally
said it.
forgot that one.
I was like, Oops.
Michelle Obama 2020. There we go.
Yay.
I'm good with that. All right, guys. Well, this was I Love You.
I know.
My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And you can find us on our YouTube page at youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show. You can also find us on theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to our YouTube channel as well as links to all of our podcasting services where you can get this show in audio format. And you will see us every Monday at noon as usual. And hopefully by next Monday, we will have moved the country forward. We will have a new president-elect, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Yep.
And we will have a brand new conservative TV station to look forward to in Trump TV.
Yep.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love you.
I know.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.